Friends, welcome to today's devotional. Our Bible verse today is found in Romans 3 verse 10. There is none righteous, no, not one. One of the major breakthroughs that comes in the theme of salvation by faith is that you don't get righteousness by seeking righteousness. Righteousness comes by seeking Jesus. It is a trap of the devil for us to seek righteousness instead of seeking for Jesus. Righteousness is deeper than external actions. Equation for righteousness is R equals J. Righteousness equals Jesus. If we're going to transfer it to our lives, it works like this. Mankind plus Jesus equals righteousness. That's the equation for righteousness as far as we're concerned. Venden shares his experience. One day we were talking in class and a math major in the back row with his pocket computer got this terrible look on his face and said, "Wait just a minute. We just came to the conclusion that righteousness equals Jesus. Now you say that mankind plus Jesus equals righteousness. But if Jesus equals righteousness, then mankind equals nothing." Venden continues on with another experience of his. I was conducting a week of prayer at a Christian medical school. That's a terrible experience. The medical students have brains bulging out of the sides of their heads. And you're supposed to try to say something? Part of the way through the week, we got a reaction from some because we had talked about the fact that without Jesus, we can do nothing. Some had gotten the impression that we were talking about being worthless. You don't tell people who have worked that hard toward their profession that they are worthless without getting some kind of reaction. There are people in the world who can do great things without Jesus, as long as God keeps their hearts beating in their chests. But God makes the hearts beat in the chest of those who curse Him. Even though we are still helpless to produce righteousness, because righteousness is found only in Jesus. Jesus on the cross proved that every human being is worth the entire universe. We need to recognize that there's a big difference between helpless and being worthless. When we accept the premise that we are nothing, we mean what Jesus said in John 15 verse 5. Without me, you can do nothing in producing the fruits of righteousness. But without Him, we are worth something. That's why He came, to show us that in Him all things are possible, and to prove the worth of a human soul.